The mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. Very cool. Wow, this AP Bio exam is so hard. Okay, explain how cells work? Okay. The mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell? Wish me luck for my Harvard interview. Okay, so you're gonna be a biology major. Yes, I'm so excited. Alright, then tell me what you know about cells. The mitochondria are the power. Get out of the room. Yeah, okay. We've all heard the saying that the mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. But that's not all to a cell. There are many more parts of the cell than even will be covered in this video. The nucleus is the first main organelle, and it holds the DNA, which is required for pretty much everything that the cell does. Think of it like the nucleus is a cell's brain. Its membrane is called the nuclear envelope, which controls the materials that are released into the cell, such as mRNA, which helps make protein. mRNA comes from the nucleus and goes to the ribosomes, which is made up of even more RNAs and proteins, which makes even more proteins. There are two places where this can be found: ribosomes in the cytosol, and ribosomes are also found in the ER. There are actually two types of endoplasmic reticulums, or ERs: the smooth ER and the rough ER. The smooth ER creates lipids and detoxifies the cells, and the rough ER has ribosomes, which means that it creates proteins and secretes it out of the cell. The Golgi complex, or Golgi body, or Golgi apparatus is like Amazon. It receives materials from the ER, changes it, adds molecular tags, and emits over 44 million tons of CO2 per year. Okay, the Golgi body doesn't emit CO2, but it does require a lot of energy. Speaking of energy, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Why is it the powerhouse of the cell, though? Well, that's because the mitochondria is where cellular respiration happens, producing adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, which is the primary source of energy for cells. In order to start that process, however, we need glucose, and us animals usually get that from eating food. But plants, however, get eaten, so they eat sunlight. This is possible because of the chloroplast, which produces glucose from the sun through photosynthesis. The vacuoles stem from either your ER or your Golgi body, and they're picky in what they transport. However, the vacuoles are different in animal and plant cells. In animal cells, there are multiple tiny ones, which can store and transport many different things. But in plant cells, there's only one. This is called the central vacuole, and it's absolutely massive. It stores pretty much everything and also maintains turgor pressure. The lysosome is a membranous sac that breaks down macromolecules into their monomer, which is very important because it can help the cell recycle something non-essential into something essential. So yeah, 8 of the main organelles. But it's not that deep. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.